What?
Are you calmed down now?
Yes.
Are you calmed down now?
Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy gets me going.
Is it Jimmy that got you going, Stino?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
What?
I think I was just accused of being a pedophile.
I know you weren't.
I think you're
That
accused.
was not.
I think she just accused you of being marijuana because she says Jimmy got me going. Yet it smells like somebody's burning leaves in here.
Dude,
I love that
told
autumn candle that you're burning. It's got that burning
she
leaf smell.
And she goes, "That was my best live read ever." What did you say for Dr. Schwartz? If it's something wrong in your dome, he'll fix it. She's like, "That was my best live read ever." Where's the tacos and pizza? That entire time, we had Tom Tube going, go back and watch the video. And Stino is just like some kind of marionette where the strings are tangled up and you're trying to shake
it loose.
Get the strings to get loose. The marionette's broken.
I feel good now, though.
That was some good stuff, yeah.
Seriously, I quit the pens, so I'm back on the flour.
You know,
I just feel like those pens were making me crazy.
You know, there are
I
people
can see. It's a noticeable difference.
Whereas
How much calmer you are.
Whereas now, she's completely normal. The entire time she got back in here, she's like, hey, fix your dome, Dr. Swartle. Oh, that was the best live read. And then she accused you of being a pedophile, and here we
She's
are.
like, you have children of Bodum? I'm like, Bodum? She's like, Bodum. I'm like, I thought you meant the children part. I'm like, why are you asking me if I like children?
What are you
It's too early for that.
about?
Children of Bodum is a band. I just said that on the Rock Report.
Yeah, we know. We know. All right.
Man,
You all right?
I'm
You okay?
sweating in here
Yeah,
now.
it's hot. It's hot in here. All right. We're waiting for the folks. So Parkside Pub is on with us at 8:30 this morning. But they're a little late. Well, anybody expect to fry testicles in the morning, you got to give them a little.
You got to drive carefully. He's got a seatbelt.
Yeah.
They're in a Blues Brothers suitcase.
Yeah.
Are you going
He's
to
gotta
eat
protect
some?
him.
How many years
right?
has Jim is here
Oh,
from
man.
Modern Day Romeos? How many years has MDR done the Turkey Testicle Festival?
I think I'm running neck and neck, no pun intended, with CFG and Turkey Testicle Festival.
So it's
Do
like,
you enjoy these testicles?
so it's like 10. It's like 10.
you-
It's like 10. Can I talk to the man, please? It's
just-
like 10, 12. She's like, balls. You like the balls?
Just say
10,
like the balls on the
People
microphone.
walk
Like-
around and you said they
It's
like
styrofoam
them.
cups of them. Yeah, 10, 12 years you've been doing it.
Yeah.
Do you get the same impression that I do? People are trying to be cool. They carry this styrofoam cup, a little styrofoam cup
Yeah.
like you get coffee in, full of turkey testicles, and they're like popping them in their mouth. No, they're good. But they're full of it. They're not
No.
good. They're just trying to be cool.
That's like popcorn chicken. I'm like,
Yeah,
no, it's not.
it's not.
No, it
It's
isn't.
not.
It isn't.
When you have a good one burst in your mouth, you tell me it tastes like popcorn chicken.
So
Which
do
I
you-
had one.
It's juicy.
I was gonna say you've every year they're like, try it, you gotta try it, you gotta try it, you gotta try it. And so one year, like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago, I finally said, look, I'll have one, but you can never even ask me again. So I had one, and it was, and then Stino has tried it. So this morning, the thing was, Stino's like, get somebody to come in and try them. And I was going to do that, and I thought, no, what I'll do is, when they get here, I'll say to Stino, you have to go find somebody right now, out in the mall, a coworker, outside, whatever. And if you don't, you get 15 minutes. If you don't, you have to get somebody.
I like that.
She got a WIIL Rock girl. She posted it online, and one of our WIIL Rock girls. These
Actually
beautiful girls are
volunteered. She volunteered.
I'll come in and eat the testicles. So
She's
we
a
get.
team player, though. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
taking one for literally taking one for the team. So have you had them? Like,
Okay, so the
MDR's
little
been
ones-
doing the festival for a decade. Have you tried them?
Like the small ones that are 80% breading are
Breading.
great.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
And you
Great.
dip them in a sauce. Oh, they're a
It's
delicacy.
just like eating fried batter, like I'm sure, right? Because you don't really
Right.
taste
Yeah, you
the
don't really taste
inside.
much.
But
So-
they made me eat a huge one last year that was like this big. Okay.
My in-laws live in my in-laws live in Huntley, and I finally invited them out to like see this. And they're like, you got to go. You live
They've
close
been
by.
to Huntley and they've never been. It's like a.
Well, they just moved to Huntley.
This is like a giant thing. This is like the party of the year.
Yeah. There's like 3,000
They've
people
got
at like
Modern
noon.
Day Romeos, arguably the greatest party band in the tri-state region.
Arguably, yes.
Arguably.
So
Do you know
I
what
invited
arguably means? It's not. You can't argue about it. It's a fact. If you say arguably, it sounds like it's something you could argue at the point.
That's a valid argument.
But you can't. If you say arguably,
I didn't know that.
It means
Wouldn't it
the
be-
opposite. Means this is a fact.
Wouldn't it be
Wow.
inarguably the best party
no,
band?
Unarguably.
No, arguably is the word. So arguably the greatest party band in the tri-state area. You guys have been doing it forever, and you say this is the party to go to, and your in-laws have never been, but they just moved there.
Yeah, they just moved there. So I'm like, come on out. And he's like, have you ever had one of these before? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I've had them, And he's like, all right, well, I'll do one if you do one. I'm like, all right, I'll do one too. So I'm on stage. We're setting up, we're sound checking, and it's a quick turnover. So he hands me a turkey ball. I'm not looking at him. I'm just like setting up. It's a quick turnover, so we're just moosing around. So I grab one, and he's like, cheers. I'm like, cheers. And I pop it in my mouth and didn't realize how big it was. And so at this point, when we're on stage.
You got a burster?
There's like 4,000 people, and they're kind of just looking at us, waiting for us to start. And so I bite into it, and it like the one that like Dizzy Gillespie's your cheeks a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I looked at him. He starts laughing. I'm not even joking. A little juice dribbled down my lip, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't throw up." That's a maybe horrible representation. I must have found the biggest softball size. My father-in-law is dying laughing because he's just like, I had to like choke this thing down and not try.
You drank the ball juice.
He goes to Jess, his daughter, and he goes, divorce that man. he's not into you. Look at him. He's a jerk.
Find an accountant, for God's sakes. Find an accountant.
Make sure your affairs are in order and file. We do not want him at our holidays. So the boys are coming in. Are you going to try one today is the question.
I'll try one if you try one.
No, I am not. So,
I am
Little
not
Rock
either.
Girl, what is her name?
Ashley.
Of course it is. She'll be trying one this morning. When the Parkside Pub guys get here for the Turkey Testicle Festival, it's 8:45.
Snow today, 2 to 4 inches possible, high of 34.
She knows it's snowing. You got to go rake up some more leaves and burn them, I guess, probably. That's what she was doing during the commercial break. She cleans up around the mall.
I do.
She helps Timmy out. You're a good citizen, Stino. You really are. I like that Stino says, can you really smell that? I like how people who do weed are always think that nobody can smell it, but it is the most obvious thing in the world.
It smells in here.
Yeah,
I don't even smell it.
Now that you've had some, you have to try the turkey testicle because you're of the mindset you'll actually be like, this is delicious. Give me 30
I was
more.
about to say, you'll probably
Whatever.
love them.
I'll eat the little
munchies.
one.
Yeah.
Jimmy says that those are not.
Well, they're mostly breading.
Yeah.
Not
I'll
the
have a
gushers
little.
like he likes.
I'm
He
not
loves-
having a gusher.
He loves the
Yeah.
gushers. Well, talk to the guys from Parkside Pub. Let's hit that theme for, I don't even know what we're calling them today.
Turkey
Ball
testicle
seller,
fryer.
Testicle
Turkey testicle
connoisseur.
fryer.
They've got the nuts. They've got the nuts. They've got the nuts. The guys from Parkside Pub are here with the turkey testicles.
I got to get Ashley.
She'll get in here.
We got to show her what she's up for.
So, did you guys? You got up early and made the? Did you have a chef come in, or did you guys do?
No,
Introduce yourselves first.
JR from Parkside Pub. No, Javier, he made them this morning, and it kind of smelled up the restaurant. I hope he changed the oil after that. So,
You like when I worked at Hardee's, John Perry and I, our first hourly job together was when we were 15 or whatever at Hardee's. They had 3 fryers. 2 of them you put chicken or fish or whatever in, or chicken or fries or whatever in. The 3rd fryer was only fish.
Correct.
Because if you put anything else in there, it's going to taste like. And you could tell if you got like a chicken sandwich or fries that were somebody fried them in the fish oil. Do you guys? Is there a specific fryer just for the balls?
on the day of, all 3 fryers are balls.
It's just, and then you swap out the oil
Yeah.
afterwards.
This year we have a new girl. She started a couple months ago. She's going to separate them from the small ones, medium and large.
So you'll be able to buy testicles in various sizes, or do you make sure that every order has a fair share of different sizes?
I think the point there is to be able to the cook time on them, because the big ones take about 12 minutes to cook.
Yeah.
Medium ones about 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And then small ones like 5-6 minutes.
How to cook turkey testicles. It's a cooking show from the Will Rock Morning Show. Like Martha Stewart should be here. And then but you just randomly distribute them then. People can't come up and, like Jim would say, I want a bunch of gushers.
Right.
Stina would say, give me the small ones. I like to get as many as possible in my mouth.
No, once they're all cooked, then we just dump them in.
Yeah, into a vat or into a basket. Yeah. And then what do you do? Is there a way to buy the ball oil when you're done, or you just throw it out? You can't.
Yeah, we throw that out.
There are people who specifically buy that and be like,
to put in their Jetta.
I have no idea what
Oil.
they do
Lisa
with it.
just texted me
People
and
will
said
buy
she'll wrestle in the ball oil.
See, there's use for the ball. Now, when you guys started doing the turkey testicle, is this the 40th?
40th year, yes.
This was like you guys did it, and maybe one other place or whatever. Now, so many places do it. The price of the testicles has gone through the roof.
It's like $8 a pound.
And what was it when you started?
Probably like $1,
They
$2.
give them to you. Let's take them.
Yeah,
we got
right.
nothing. We got no use for them.
No one's going to want these things.
Yeah. Now we've created a market for the ball oil. We've got people that want to wrestle in it. So
God.
you act like I'm joking. I was I went with the House of Harley Davidson. I went to Daytona Bike Week the past couple of years. There's a place that does coleslaw wrestling. People are wrestling anything for money. So
Sure.
I think we have the Will Rock Turkey Testicle after party where people wrestle in the ball oil.
The
Stino?
Will Rock girls will do it.
Stino can get it done for us. You got questions? Turkey Testicle Festival is 1 week from tomorrow at the Parkside Pub in Huntley. Text your questions now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. We'll get them answered and find out more about what's going on there this year. Entertainment lineup and all that coming up in just a couple of minutes. It's 8:52.
Snow today, high of 34.
One more chance to win with Name That Ball, too, on Ticket Tuesday. Coming up from 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. This is Bush. That's Bush Out Will Rock, arguably the biggest testicle festival in the world. The Parkside Pub Turkey Testicle Festival is a week from tomorrow.
Inarguably.
Unarguably.
Arguably. The term is arguably. So you say arguably, and it sounds like you can argue it, but you can't. That's the one where it actually is a fact. Let me give you the actual definition here. Arguably.
Doesn't make sense.
Arguably, as may be agreed or shown by argument, an arguably effective strategy used to say the statement is very possibly true, even if it is not certainly true.
Wow.
So arguably means this is it, man. You can argue with me, fine, we'll work it out, but this is it. I'm right.
So then that's arguable.
No, it is, but it's not.
So you can argue it, but it doesn't matter?
You can argue it, but
that doesn't make sense.
It's like being in a relationship with a woman. You can argue it, but you're going to be wrong.
Okay.
Even though you're
That's a good
even
analogy.
though you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Arguably the biggest fest. Arguably MDR is the biggest party band in the tri-state region.
Arguably, I last more than 3 minutes.
Right. What?
What?
No, that means that's it.
3. When you get older, you're not getting. Anyway, speaking of testicles, Parkside Pub is here. Turkey Testicle Festival is next Wednesday. We'll run down the entertainment and the testicles and everything you need to know coming up in just a couple of minutes. 8:56.
Snow today, 2 to 4 inches possible. High of 34. Tonight's snow, low of 31. Tomorrow, rain and snow mixture with a high of 36. It's 32 in Holiday Hills and 32 in Northbrook. It is time for the 95 Will Rock 95 second update. A 40-year-old woman died after she crashed her car into a mailbox and a tree, leaving her trapped inside the car early Monday morning. It happened on Fox Lake Road in McHenry. The driver was not wearing her seatbelt and died at the scene. The front airbags of the car deployed during the crash as well. In one of the most closely watched midterm races, Democrat Katie Hobbs will become Arizona's next governor. She defeats Republican Carrie Lake. Arizona is among 4 states that have flipped control of governorships. 95 Will Rock Sports, brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. Monday Night Football, the Commanders, they beat the Eagles 32-21. Bucks lost to the Hawks 121-106, and the Blackhawks, they lost to the Hurricanes. And finally, another big thing selling at auction. Earlier, I spoke of the Kurt Cobain smashed guitar that was sold. How much was that?
Almost $500,000.
Right.
Yeah.
So this obviously seems more of, I don't know, it would sell for more, I would think. Babe Ruth's glove.
You would think.
How much would you pay for Babe?
$2 million. Did it sell already?
Yeah.
$2 million.
$1.5 million.
Yeah. I
That's
would have
pretty
paid
close.
more if I had won the $500 million or the $2 billion.
Didn't the gloves
Powerball.
like back then? It was just like a
little
it was
tiny thing.
garbage,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
like how could you even catch something in that? And
Well, you're Babe Ruth, so
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean-
it's not you or me.
he wasn't even the best.
He didn't get stoned at work. Well, yeah, he was drunk a lot at work.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe you'd be a great MLB
I think
player
I know.
right now.
I bet you I could name another baseball player.
Let's hear it. Come on, lay it on me. Name another baseball player and go.
Wait,
What's one more is all we need.
like from back in the day.
Sure. You want help?
I'm gonna go with Cal Ripken.
Yes, he played about the same time as Babe Ruth. Very good, Cito. Cal Ripken played about the same time as Babe Ruth. Yeah.
Am I right? I knew it.
Yeah, Cal Ripken is listening, going, "That biatch, I am not that old."
Really?
Yeah. You're in the ballpark, though.
Okay.
All right. You want to name another one?
I
Are we in our
actually
limit?
met.
Are we in our
I
limit?
met one
Are we in
at
our
the.
limit?
I met one at
Which
the
one?
airport.
Which one was it?
I met the Big Hurt.
Oh yeah, Frank Thomas.
I was gonna say
But you
Frank
didn't know him
Sinatra.
From, you didn't, Frank
Frank
Sinatra,
Thomas,
the
Frank
Big Hurt.
Thomas.
Yes, Frank Sinatra, the Big Hurt. I remember when he played for the White Sox, and you know when he played. You know how he played?
He played his way.
He played it his way. Stino! We're on the same page for the punchline, and that's Stino and Sports Ball on Will Rock. Speaking of balls, Turkey Testicle Festival next on Will Rock. Welcome to another segment of Things Stino says to someone that I would get sued if I said to them.
What? I don't even know what you're talking about.
This turns to Ashley, our Will Rock girl, is going to try the turkey testicles, and she goes to her, you're going to fondle them, right? You got to fondle the balls before you
You gotta
put them in
inspect
your
them.
mouth. Yeah.
You gotta fondle them. Yeah.
I
You
just
gotta
want
test their buoyancy.
their buoyancy. What is buoyancy, Stino? What does the word buoyancy
Floating.
mean? Will they float?
Yeah.
It's a David Letterman segment. Will it float? Let's ask JR from Parkside Pub. Do the turkey testicles float before they're prepared?
Well, do yours float, Tom? When you go
No,
in the
they
pool?
don't.
And
float.
Stino is on mic suspension. That's the comment that did it. The question.
No, we when we soak them in the water to rinse
They do
them
not
off,
float.
they don't float.
Okay. When they're cooked, do they float? No, we don't know because they just go in the basket. That would wreck the breading. That would wreck the breading. Speaking of the breading and the frying, let's just move on with the buoyancy. Stino for knowing what the word meant. Congratulations.
Yeah.
She knows sports and she knows words.
I do.
With the frying, I want to thank you, John Perry. Very specific. He's like, no frying in the building. No frying testicles
Oh, yeah.
in the
It
building.
happened last time.
that was
Well, in the
quite a
first
few
year
years
we
ago.
had them on, we got in a lot of trouble because the building just, this is a very specific smell. The building just reeked of fried testicles for months. And it's very, you recognize that smell. It smells like nothing
away.
else.
Right
Yeah.
away.
The Parkside Pub must, for a few days, need to be aired out after the festival.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. So.
It happens. So we do it on Wednesday. By Friday when we open, it's pretty much.
It's okay?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. So do you have like if a place when in college we'd have hamburgers for dinner at the dorm cafeteria, and then the next day the soup would be hamburger soup. We knew what they were doing. It was, are there leftovers or do you run out?
We have 1,200 pounds the last few years. And
How many
we've-
turkey testicles is that?
Oh boy, I don't know.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
All right,
I
go
can.
on.
You want me to count?
No,
Like how many?
no,
is
yes,
1
tomorrow.
pound.
Tomorrow, start counting. Get the
So
buckets out.
anyways, 1,200 pounds every year, and we sell out.
You run out.
We run out.
You run out different times depending on the crowd. or
Last
whatever.
year, I think it was a little bit later, but this year, I think we're going to sell out.
If you want to get there for testicles, what is possibly the latest time to get there?
I
next
wouldn't
Wednesday?
get there past 7 p.m.
Get there before 7 or no balls for you.
5
Correct.
You're the ball Nazi. Get there
Oh,
by
I'm sorry.
5. That's when modern day
Oh,
Romeos
that's right,
go on.
5 p.m. That's
the
when
balls are
MDR's
running
on.
out at 5:05. Get there for MDR before Jim, because Jim gets all the big gushers. He picks them out.
That's why they're not buoyant. They're all sitting at the bottom, filled with all that
delicious
gift.
testicle
Yeah.
juice. Yeah, Jimmy loves it. Can't get enough of it running down his chin. More about the entertainment and what else goes on at the Turkey Testicle Festival coming up. If you got questions, text them to 815-283-0095 studio. The keyword, it's Testicle Day. And Ashley, the Will Rock girl, is our grand finale. She's going to try them for us coming up. We'll get the ins and outs, Ashley, and what the best way to try them to get maximum enjoyment, okay? I'm looking out for you. Stino's just telling you to fondle stuff. It's 9:06.
Snow today, 2 to 4 inches possible with a high of 34.
Godsmack, 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Ashley's already getting ready to cheat on the turkey testicles. She's like, can I get some water? Wash it down water. You know, you're not parched, Ashley. That's wash it down water. I know what you're doing. Ashley's going to try. That's our grand finale. Sino's like, all right, here, try one. Try. I'm like, that's the grand finale is Ashley trying the testicles.
I'm just amping her up.
All right. But don't give it away, Ashley, that's you're the grand finale today.
That's amazing.
Have you ever had testicles in your mouth before?
No comment.
Turkey testicles from the Parkside Pub. It's a festival they do.
From
You've never been to
Parkside,
the,
no.
You've never been. Oh, from Parkside, no. Okay, all right. Good to know. Good to know. So she's gonna.
She may have been to another restaurant and had them.
Deep fried as a delicious delicacy. We'll talk about the delicacy coming up. Turkey Testicle Festival next Wednesday. One of the biggest parties going, and we'll run that down for you in just a couple of minutes. It's 11 after 9.
Snow today, 2 to 4 inches possible, high of 34. Tonight, snow, low of 31. Tomorrow, rain, snow mixture with a high of 36. It's 32 in Algonquin and 33 in Des Plaines.
Tom and Cena, Will Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. Speaking of festivals and parties and balls, Tom and Stino's Big Ball going on at the Holiday Inn Conference Center in Gurnee, New Year's Eve, and we have the biggest party band in the tri-state area. The Modern Day Romeo is the band.
It's plural. Modern Day Romeo.
Oh, Modern's Days Romeo. Modern's Days Romeo will be the.
It's a weird band name.
So you and the boys will be playing New Year's Eve. We're doing that.
Yeah.
And you guys pretty much work every New Year's Eve.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. It's
That's
like the big night.
Thanksgiving Eve,
and you're a party band, so
St. Patty's Day, and New Year's Eve.
You've done St. Patrick's Day, and I know you've done Blackout Wednesday or whatever we're calling it, the night before Thanksgiving. I know you've doubled up. You've done Turkey Testicle Festival and then done a night gig too sometimes or whatever. So
that's a lot.
These are the big party nights.
Yeah, they're huge party nights.
So
and
New Year's Eve at the Holiday Inn Conference Center. Did you see the price is $110, and that includes the dinner. It includes Keith Magnin, and then you guys. That's when we're talking about the price. I'm like, that's cheap for a New Year's Eve ticket.
Yeah.
Like you guys, there's been way higher tickets or what, 110, and that includes dinner.
And
like people have charged 110 just to come out and see the band on New Year's Eve.
But it'll be the best party in the Midwest.
Of all of them in the tri-state area.
That's the bang for your buck right there.
Yeah. So you guys, now you do a lot of. There's a lot of hoopla around your gigs. Your Halloween thing is always your big thing. You guys did that SNL video, which was spectacular or whatever.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, I loved that.
I got to arm wrestle a random old lady.
That was really
And
good.
she went
That
with
was
it too.
so good.
I randomly just picked a lady at a bar, and I'm like, "Can I arm wrestle you?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Why are you videoing
Oh,
this?
really?
Where is this
She
going?"
wasn't like-
she was hesitant at first.
She wasn't like somebody you knew that you. Hey,
No
we're going to
idea.
cast
Yeah,
you for
total
this.
random.
Go watch
Total
the
random.
video on their Facebook page.
Yes.
It's the Modern's Days Romeo on Facebook. Go find that and then watch that video. Are you going to do like a hoopla for New Year's Eve?
Yeah,
Are
we
you
got to
gonna-
do something.
Some kind of weird thing or whatever. You haven't figured it out yet.
I'm trying to think of a big
I
ball
have
theme.
some ideas that we will do
Yeah?
after the show we're talking about. You know that we did Big Balls?
Is there a video for that song by AC/DC?
I don't
Maybe
know.
you could recreate
Reenact
that.
the video.
Yeah.
Back to what I was talking about. We did Big Balls. Modern Day Romeos, the first time you ever did anything on the show with me back in like 2000.
That's a long time
Now
ago.
listen, do you remember this? We did a tailgate party at the
it's
radio
outside.
station outside. And you guys did Big Balls by AC/DC, like out in the
acoustic?
parking lot, acoustic or whatever. So maybe a recreation of that or
That would
whatever.
be- that's a good idea.
Yeah. Have Gil sing.
I remember in a CFG, I got a vasectomy right after Joey was born.
All right. Yeah,
And I had
that
a-
was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I had a big issue with one of my
He
friends.
was suffering for the week with grapefruit.
Awful.
One grapefruit.
Awful.
They tell you after
Did
the
you show?
vasectomy.
Did you see it?
Yes. They tell
He
you.
showed you?
Yes. They tell you.
Awful.
They tell you after a vasectomy, don't exert in any way. And you
Because you'll
must
feel fine right afterwards.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm good. I can do whatever. If you exert at all, there is a huge swelling that suddenly
Sit
happens.
down
My
is all my
understanding is
advice is.
What was your exertion? What did you
I don't
Show
know.
me with your hand.
I
how
had
how
a
big?
It was a grapefruit. It was a
Oh my
softball.
softball. It was horrible. And it lasted for like 6 months.
My buddy had the
Oh my
procedure.
God.
My buddy had the procedure. He went out and shoveled snow because he felt fine.
Yeah, you feel
Ba-
totally fine the next.
Basketballs.
It was
It's
awful.
not an exaggeration.
And
That is
It lasts, and it
insane.
goes away by itself, but it lasts for a long time. So I'm on CFG. I'm going to the doctor. I'm like, is this going to explode on the plane or like legit things I was worried about? Is it going to be like one of the bigger things at Testicle Festival? And so he's like, no, you're safe to fly, but wear a jock strap. I'm like, okay. So the swim pool is nice because that gave a little bit of support. But anyways, the very first morning show when we wrote the song, he's like, Jim, before you do the song, we have the song dedication to you. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they played Big Balls by AC/DC. It's the meanest, cold-hearted thing anyone's ever done
As
to
a
me.
guy, it's just cruel. You don't do that to your fellow guy. So. And that's the story of Jim's giant testicle.
Yeah.
As we get ready for the See It New Year's Eve at the Holiday Inn
For the
Conference
Turkey Ball
Center
and the
Gurney.
Big Ball New Year's Festival.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a theme here.
You can see it next Wednesday at the Parkside Pub or on New Year's Eve at the Holiday Inn Conference Center Gurney. Modern day Romeo's doing big balls again. So,
Yay.
now. Earn while you learn with the 5-year apprenticeship program from IBEW Local 150. It is never too late to join the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 150. They keep the power on in Lake County, and that can be you. It's a highly in-demand career, hard work, but gratifying at the end of the day. You feel like you did something, and you got great wages, great benefits, health insurance, and yes, retirement benefits. Plus, you can work anywhere in the country once you're a union electrician. Highly in-demand career. They're the industry leader in training and installation of new green energy electrical systems, solar panels, electrical vehicle charging stations, wind power, all of that. And that can be you. Find out what the IBEW can do for you. It's never too late to join the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 150. The place to get all the info, IBEW150.org. We're building toward the grand finale of our conversation with the Parkside Pub from Huntley. Turkey Testicle Festival is next Wednesday.
I want to look at these things now. So
Have you seen the weird
open
Ashley
that
is
sucker
here.
up.
movie?
Ashley is here. She's our grand finale. I got 8 things going on at once. Stino,
Sorry.
what?
What's your
I wa-
favorite color?
I
All right.
want to
Everybody
see
talk at once.
the balls in the bit.
She gets a bit boner, and she's like,
No,
all
I
right,
just want to see
get
them.
them out, hold them in front of the camera on Tom Tube so that we can get a good look
Oh,
at them.
I get a whiff of something
Hold them
already.
right up to the camera there.
Oh man, these are the big ones.
They look like
Holy cow, that's one ball.
not a
That's
cow,
your
it's a
gusher.
turkey.
That's your gusher.
Hold it up to the camera. That's one. It looks like a deep fried mushroom, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so there you go.
It's very squishy.
Okay, close it up. I can smell it now. It made its way over here. Look at Ashley's face. Look at Ashley's face.
There we go.
Look at her face. Yeah, how you doing, Ashley?
That's nasty.
Let's ask JR from Parkside Pub. So they're breaded and deep fried.
Yes.
And then they're served with, Ashley, you'll have a dip. Did you bring her
Right
dip choices?
She has ranch and she has hot sauce.
Hot sauce. What is more popular of a dip, ranch or hot sauce?
Hot sauce.
And what do you think is a better dip for them?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Ashley, do you like
Because-
is hot sauce okay in your
Yeah,
world?
that's
the
yeah.
way to go with it?
I would.
All
yeah.
right, all right. So
and then you wash it down with a beverage.
a cold beer. Yeah, you got your
Coors
nuts in
Light.
one
Do you
hand.
want, do you want beer? Because we do have beer.
I'm good. I'm not a beer
I
drinker.
would
Okay.
see. I wouldn't do,
Do you
it
want a
sober.
White Claw or some wine?
I would get drunk first. I really would. I don't think I'd be able to do it without being.
I had to double bag these things. They
Oh,
from
hey,
the
but,
aroma.
double
From,
bag the nuts.
from the aroma.
yes.
Or you're worried about a turkey becoming
From the
pregnant?
aroma.
All right, all right. Ashley, you could get pregnant with a turkey baby. You got to be really careful. You got to be really careful. All
I'm
right.
good. No,
All
we're not,
right.
that's not happening tonight.
All right, all right. Let's have your lawyer on standby. Turkey Daddy's going to pay. She's going to try some of those. If you're going to the Turkey Testicle Festival next Wednesday, it's the 40th?
40th annual.
I really wish you brought chicken nuggets too, because you didn't just have to bring these.
Well,
It's all about Stino. It's all about Stino. She's like, they're coming in. You can eat as many of those as you
I
want,
know,
Stino.
but it's like I can't picture them being chicken nuggets.
What
you
is the most popular size? Do people like the bigger or the
Maybe
smaller?
I'll eat a
They
little
do-
one with Ashley.
the big ones do pop in your mouth, and the little ones are crunchy. So
It depends on what you like better.
whatever
Yeah.
your texture
All right, all
that
right.
you're looking for.
Ashley, you look big ball or small ball? What are you thinking? What are you gonna play
Medium.
small ball here or what?
I don't know. I think the crunchy sound of it sounds pretty good.
You don't want a
It's
gusher.
small one.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I think I would throw up if I had a gusher.
All right. Well, you would know. I don't. All right. And then temperature. Are they best hot out of the fryer,
They
or do you
are.
want them to cool a little?
No,
or,
you don't want to
anyway,
cool
hot.
off. no.
Ashley, we can microwave them a little, warm them up if you want.
Oh, now
that
you're gonna
sounds even worse.
That's worse. Okay. All right.
air fry.
Well, air fry.
Air
That would be
fry.
good. Everything is better air fried, and I'm talking about leftovers. I got the Reuben sandwich at Keefe's Reef, my cousin's place, and it
Yeah.
was great. It was great. Then I had it a day later, the leftover in the air fryer.
fryer.
It was better.
well,
as
how
a
about this? So
leftover.
you're going to take these home and test these for
I
us.
just put them in the fridge. I won't label them. I'll let Jake or Yola find them on their
Yeah,
own.
and then
they'll
put
be like,
them in-
"Hey, those mushrooms were weird." I go, "Yeah, they were, because they weren't mushrooms." I had last night for dinner. We went Sunday to Jesse Oaks and I had one of the skillets. I had the chorizo skillet, which was fine on Sunday.
Yeah.
I cooked the other half in the air fryer last night, and it was one of the best things I've ever
I
eaten.
reheat.
Were you high when you ate it?
I was not, and I said to Yola,
Okay.
I said,
is
if I
everything you eat when you're high is the
I
best
said to
thing you've
Yola,
ever
if
had?
I air fry the skillet from Jesse Oaks, leftover skillet in the air fryer, have a gummy, it will be
Amazing.
sublime. Yeah. So these are probably better.
Air fried?
Like a day later, take a styrofoam cup of them from the
Yeah.
Parkside Pub, take them home, and then on Thanksgiving, serve them to your guests.
Yeah, I'll
hot
do
out of the-
that,
hot out of
dude.
the air fryer. And don't tell anybody.
I
and
will.
Video it.
I will.
These are chicken nuggets.
Note
Yeah.
to self:
They're not.
never go to Stino's for a holiday. So that's the ins and outs of eating the balls. We'll let Ashley have a crack at it coming up in just a couple of minutes here. And Ticket Tuesday, one more chance to win with Name
that
Ball. It's
ball.
all on the way from Will Rock. And that's what it's like working with Stino. I just explained that to Jim from Modern Day Romeo's and Jared
Wait,
from
can we
Parkside
please
Pub.
rewind back to Steve Dinkle's houseboat?
Thursday for Open Phone Thursday.
Okay.
Because I just told she has this ability to make everything about her. Like I could be talking about a garbage can in the mall. She'd be like, "I lived in a garbage can once with Flippo." What? I was just talking about the mall here for a minute. Yeah, Flippo was crazy. I'm like, okay, that's why you lived with him in a garbage can, right? Yeah. With the Ukrainian mob scared us
First
in there.
off, it was the Assyrian mob.
Okay, my bad.
And
Well, that's a lot
it was
more
a
believable.
house,
This is true.
and it was a houseboat with
House
Steve,
with
Dinkle.
I know. The time she lived in the houseboat was Steve Dinkle when they were hiding from the Syrian mob. Can we do Parkside Pub and Testicle?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
You just glazed over that like it was a
Steve Dinkle or the Parkside Pub and the Testicles?
the testicle thing. That sounds like a great party.
Oh,
Tell
yeah,
me more
both.
about it.
Look at
Yeah.
Jim. See, Jim is keeping us on track.
I know.
That's what I'd have to try and do every day. But then we're with Steve Dinkle on the boat for some reason. So Ashley was talking to her dad on the text line, and Dad said he's going to hurl just listening to this.
Yeah, Dad said he's gonna hurl.
That's my little girl on the radio. What was she doing? Putting turkey testicles in her mouth.
Sorry, Dad.
So proud of my little girl. So proud of my little girl.
Doing something for the community, okay?
Yeah, she tastes them so you don't have to. 1,200 pounds next Wednesday at the Parkside Pub. We'll tell you about the entertainment coming up in just a little bit. Stina was out in the hall, and she offered the testicles to a rando.
I thought that it was Tim from the mall, and I'm like, hey! And then he's like, yeah, and he starts walking to me. I'm like, oh, you're not Tim.
Just
I'm like,
some guy
I'm like,
walking
you
in
gonna
the
eat?
mall.
And I'm
That
like,
would
you
be a
gonna
very
eat?
aggressive offer. That
I'm
would
like, you
scare
can eat
some random person.
some balls? And he's like, what? And I'm
Yeah.
like, you
On
gonna
the
eat?
mall, offering testicles to random people.
I'm like, you can eat some turkey testicles. We got some extras. He's like, that does not sound appetizing.
I will not be returning to this mall. Hawthorne's looking better
Yelp,
every day.
look out.
Yeah.
Worst mall ever.
Some woman offered me balls the minute I walked in.
Watch, there'll be a line at the door, though, when it opens. The guy's going, "Hey, I heard you got free testicles. Gotta get some of that hot sauce. What do you got? What do you got? It's good to eat. I want some of them turkey testicles." It's 9:31.
Snow today, 2 to 4 inches possible, high of 34. It is time for the 95 Will Rock Happy Hour news. This is terrifying. A woman grew a nose on her arm after she lost her nose to cancer, but she's growing a nose now on
People
her
do that.
arm.
They grow parts on their arm and then
Just
they install
looking
them.
at the nose is very scary. Like, now, does that work on your arm? Like, can you smell stuff?
No, Stino. It's just the outside. It is not connected to the olfactory lobe from the arm.
I was like, dude,
it's
how
just
does that
growing
work?
the nose, and then they scrape it off there, and they put it on her face, and she looks fine, and then it
So,
works.
like, how do you explain that to somebody when you go out to dinner with them, like on a date,
and you got your arm down in the pasta,
and you're
going,
trying to see if
"This-
she says like
this
crotch
sme-
rot?
Does this smell right to you? Why does it have to do with crotch rot? How did we get to that? How did we get to that?
I just was thinking that's what you would use your nose on your arm for.
You would try and get your arm down by their crotch to go, I wonder how their crotch smells. They'll never suspect I have a nose on my arm. I can sniff their
Yes,
crotch.
that's what my brain was thinking.
How many people have you dated that ended up having crotch rot, Stino?
Nobody.
It's never happened to me.
I would hope
Ashley,
not.
ever meet anybody in crotch rot? No? JR? Crotch rot? Jim?
Statistically, people that live on houseboats, I think 1 out of 15
So
probably
this is
have it.
why, Stino, somehow we got to crotch rot in that whole story. Just out of the bushes, blurts out crotch rot.
Well, that's what I was thinking when
That's why you want a nose on your arm. That's not a nose. That's your crotch rot detector.
Her and Dinkle.
Yeah, her and Steve Dinkle and their crotch rot on the
Hey,
Syrian
you don't have
houseboat.
crotch rot. Get out of here.
Yeah. So that's my day, every day here in the studio.
That's where my brain went to when I saw that.
I get up in the morning and I'm like, what will today be like at work on
crotch
the radio?
rot and nose arms.
You got to stop saying that because I need 30 seconds because I got to send the audio to the Nice People at Sleep number, and I don't want to send the word crotch rot over and over again. So, yeah, we're doing Toys for Tots with the Marine Corps again this year. You bring a new unwrapped toy out to the mall and donate it, and it goes to a child who otherwise might not get a toy that holiday season. So that's kind of nice, right?
What a nice gesture.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they don't live, in Florida.
Hopefully they don't have-
household with Steve Dingle.
Yeah.
Don't say it,
I
Steve. All right, coming back more with the Parkside Pub. They've got an interesting festival next Wednesday. We'll tell you more about that, including the name, after the break. And it's Ask a Parkside Pub person today. Hey, I love my Sleep Number bed. I get a great night's rest in my Sleep Number bed. As days become shorter, temperatures get colder. That can affect your sleep quality, your circadian rhythm. So you need to do everything you can in your Sleep Number bed. I looked at our settings last night because I got the bed. It tips up so we can watch TV. We were watching American Horror Story last night. I get the bed tipped up. While I'm there, I look at our settings. I'm at 45. Yola's side is at 100, so she's looking for a firm night's rest. And you can change. You need a firmer or softer bed. You change it on either side. And 8 out of 10 couples think one of them sleeps too hot or too cold. Sleep Number can now help you with that as well. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because to be your best every day, you need proven quality sleep every night. Now, don't miss the ultimate Sleep Number event. Save 50% on a Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, plus special financing for a limited time only at Sleep Number stores or at sleepnumber.com. In Gurnee, find Sleep Number at 6631 Grand Avenue. In Vernon Hills in the Westfield Hawthorne Mall, level 1 near Center Court. In Kenosha, Pleasant Prairie in front of Costco on 76th Street. And in McHenry off 31 next to Buffalo Wild Wings at the shops at Fox River. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See sleepnumber.com for details. What, Jim? Jim's wife just texted him. I, by the way, was the officiant at their wedding. What did she say?
So she's listening to the show. So she texts me, ha ha ha, arguably you last longer than 3 minutes, laugh emoji, right?
Oh, that's
this
nice.
This is like an hour ago. And then
nice.
also, what do you think about finding someone to team up with us and open a laundromat? The money makes itself. The ROI is ridiculously high. Pretty much runs itself. You've got the marketing. We know so many people. It makes. She's like pitching.
This is
laundromat?
Just a random text from your wife
Just
that
a
says,
ran-
let's open a laundromat. Yeah. And also, you last more than 3 minutes, honey.
Yeah.
All right. That's so sweet. So you can do it or what?
I don't know. It sounds like a great opportunity.
I mean, yeah. They did it in Shameless. It did not go well.
No.
Nothing went well.
Nothing
went well in Shameless. Your wife reminds me a little bit of Fiona in Shameless.
That's very true.
Right. Really nice and sweet, and then bat crazy when she needs to be. So I like Jess. Anyway, so it's that time, Ashley. It's testicle eating time. Turkey Testicle Festival at the Parkside Pub in Huntley next Wednesday. And you've chosen, let's see what you've chosen. Let's get it on camera. Can we get over here between you guys? Can she
Why
come
don't you
over
give
here?
me your phone,
Get her,
and
just
I'll-
get her over here between you guys.
Okay, come here.
Get her right in there because we want to see this on Tom Tube. And then she can lean into
Wait
either
a
one of
second.
the mics.
I don't want any of that ball juice on my computer.
No, all right. There's a common workplace hazard. So Ashley's going to get in here.
right.
Show it on camera. Let's get her right on camera.
Camera's right there.
And what are you choosing there, Ashley? You get to pick the ball.
Well, we're gonna go with the small one this time.
You like to, this
We
odd.
need to move
Is that usually what you choose, the smaller ones, or do you normally look for? Do you have a preference in general in your testicles, or
No, not really.
no? All right. So you're gonna try this, and now we're doing hot sauce. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Everybody gets their cameras out. Everybody wants the Will Rock girl with the testicles in her mouth.
Grab one of those. Are you sure you don't want ranch?
I'm sure.
All right. So you're
Okay.
gonna put a little hot sauce
Oh,
on
that's
it.
good, yeah.
Hold it up to the camera. See what you're having, and then are you gonna take a bite? Or are you gonna pop it in, and what are you gonna? Are you gonna chew it? Or are you gonna
Pop the whole thing.
pop the whole thing in your
Whole
mouth,
thing.
and then chew it a little and swallow it?
Your
Yep.
butt looks
All
good
right.
in those pants.
Thanks.
Your butt, just random from Stino, talking about your butt. Ashley, I don't know because I haven't looked, but I'm sure she's right. Okay? I don't even know if you have a butt. All right, here we go. Here we
She
go.
does.
There we go. We pop it in. We're chewing. I can smell it. I can smell the hot sauce. What is the consistency? What would you compare it to?
Like a potato.
Like a potato, like a
It's
fried
soft.
potato. It's soft. Yeah, and then the
Tastes like chicken.
tastes like chicken. There's a common. Would you eat it given the opportunity? If you say, "Hey, we're getting a basket. You want some?" Would you have more?
Sure.
Really?
It's not bad. It's really
Yeah.
not.
All right, it's yummy.
It sounds worse than it actually
It
is.
sounds worse than it actually is.
Now have a good
I've had women say that so many times about doing things with me. It sounds worse than it actually is.
What is
You
this?
want more? It's Yummy by Justin Bieber.
I was like,
yeah,
what are we listening to?
Yeah.
All right, Stino, you go.
Ashley, you want,
I'm only
you want
doing it for
another?
money.
Stino wants $10 to eat one.
I'll
Oh
do
my
it for
God.
$10.
I'll give you $10, Stino. Eat one. A big one.
Let
I
me
gotta
see your
pay-
10. No, I'm not
Like
eating a
I'm
big
not
one.
gonna,
Hell
like I'm
no.
not gonna pay you.
Hell no.
I get to pick it and you get $10.
Hell no. $20 and you can pick it.
All right.
No, I'm not eating that big ball, dude. No, F that.
$20 to eat the big
No.
one.
No. You know what? It's not worth it for me today.
This is the
Not-
first time you've ever turned down money
No.
to do something. What's
I
going on,
can't, no.
Stino? Are you back on OnlyFans or anything or something? It's the first time I've seen you turn down money for anything.
Maybe. But
Ashley,
I am not eating that.
You can take the whole basket home if you want. All right.
Okay,
And
Dad,
then-
you can try one too.
And Dad, there's one for Dad who just threw up in his mouth a little bit. Thank you, Ashley, for coming in and eating balls this
Yeah,
morning. We
thanks.
appreciate
Anytime.
it. You're my favorite Will Rock girl. Yeah, here you are. Here you are. It's an odd day at the old Radio Ranch. It's 9:41.
Snow today, 2 to 4 inches possible, high of 34.
And rumor has it that Ashley has a butt. I didn't even know that. And Stino says it's
She
delightful.
does.
Yeah. Let it be known that Ashley has fled the building before we made her try another one.
Right.
Turkey test. She got out of here. She's throwing up somewhere. No, she said it was not bad at all or whatever. She seemed to enjoy the turkey testicles.
I want to see what this bad boy looks in the inside of it.
Stino has been hell-bent on opening one up since they got here. She's like, I can't wait to bust a nut.
Not just anyone, a gusher.
A big one.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get a big one. Let's open it on camera. Get it right over here by the camera. Open it
Well,
up.
I can't. I'm going to cut it. I
It's
need
going to
that.
gush.
She'll have to cut it and hold it up to the camera.
Take this.
It's going to gush. All
You
right.
guys
you
can
can-
see
yeah.
it up there,
Hold that.
Jimmy. Watch.
Hold
Oh,
that.
here
All
we
right,
go,
here we
Jim.
go.
This one, right?
Stino's going to cut it open and zoom in on that, Jimmy, and we're going to see what's inside the turkey testicle.
Okay, I'm glad we didn't get shot in the eye.
It looks like a
Yeah,
sausage.
there's no-
It's like a meatball.
There's no juice in there.
She wants more juice.
I
She
want
wants
a
more
juicy
gushing.
one.
It's gonna spit like a camel.
That one doesn't have juice in it either.
I'm not enjoying
I will
this.
cut all these balls till I find the juice.
Till she gets something on her shirt.
It doesn't squirt all over me. I was wondering why you wore a blue dress to work today.
Oh, that one kind of like was juicy.
All right, we're just going to cut them all. Will you save some? You need them for your Thanksgiving next week.
No, I'm not saving any of these. Ooh, that's a dirty one.
That's a naughty testicle. What do you mean dirty?
Lick my fingers.
No, all right. Have you had your? Are we done now?
Yeah.
Are we okay? Because she couldn't wait to do that. So
That was my little science inspection.
while we have
investigation.
you here, Jr., the entertainment lineup. I know you got a few bands opening for MDR, and then a band closing, a band or two closing for MDR. Is
Yeah,
that
this
correct?
year we got Voyage, Seventh Heaven.
When does the music start?
It starts right at 11.
That's next Wednesday, Parkside Pub
It's
in
all
Huntley.
day. It's
Yeah.
4 bands all day.
So it starts with at 11 with what's the band?
Voyage,
Voyage, and then
Seventh Heaven,
7, and then
and then the Modern Days Romeo.
I think it's Modern's Days
Moderns.
Romeo.
I thought it was
Days,
Romeo in
Romeo.
modern days.
They're the most popular band in the tri-state area.
They're on early, too. They're at
Arguably.
5.
And then who's closing for? They're at 5, and then someone's closing for them.
Bad Medicine,
Bad Medicine will be closing for them.
Bon
so.
Jovi.
What is the cover charge for the Turkey Testicle Festival?
20 at the gate.
All right, $20 gets you in, and then how much?
All the balls you can
No,
eat.
it's
No,
not.
I know.
You gotta buy your nuts. How much?
$8.
$8. You get a styrofoam cup of those. Walk around and act like you like them.
Absolutely.
But there are people who like them.
They toss them into each other's mouths and catch them. Yeah.
They have ball throwing contests.
Well,
She's on mic suspension for now. I bet they do. I bet it gets crazy later.
a little bit later, yeah.
Yeah, you want to get there early, get a good spot. Or
Right.
whatever. So if you want to know more, you can go to the website. The website is
ParksidePub.com
ParksidePub.com.
or TurkeyTesticleFestival.com.
And then we return to our regularly scheduled Parkside Pub on Friday after Thanksgiving.
That
right?
is correct.
And there are no leftovers. Get there by 5:30, 5 o'clock.
Just to see Jim.
If you want to make sure you get some testicles.
There is a bus route too. So and
There's remote. This is so big. There's remote parking. And there's for this.
now this year there'll be an app so you can see where the bus is and you could stay warm and then jump on the bus
Jump
when
on for
needed.
the bus for it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Because that's my biggest concern when I'm out eating turkey testicles is my warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a big heated tent too. once you
Heated
get
tent,
there.
yeah, everything. You've been there.
Yeah,
You know.
It's a good
I need
time.
to
I'll
go
be there-
wash my
I'll be there
hands.
broadcasting live with our friends from is it Coors Light this year? or-
Coors Light this year,
Light,
yes.
Yeah. Parkside Pub in Huntley. We'll see you next Wednesday for the Turkey Testicle Festival. It is 9:48.
Smell my fingers.
Back on mic suspension. You were off mic suspension for like 30 seconds that time. So JR
I just got a pedicure.
JR took one of the testicles. Thanks, Dino, for sharing your foot news. JR, it's nice. JR set the container down, and one of the testicles landed on a light. And so it had like a little backdrop. It had like, oh, it was all
Glowing.
I was trying to figure out why that testicle was glowing.
That is this is
He had
unique.
a moment of panic, as in, why is that testicle glowing? Before
See-
we serve it to thousands of people.
See a physician immediately if that happens. So,
Ooh, I got a stinky foot.
all right. Thank you, Stino, for another foot update.
She said that with the air of filled with turkey testicles.
Yeah, maybe it's the turkey testicles.
That's probably what you smell,
Yeah.
which we'll never forget.
They
now.
do smell like stinky feet.
Let's put him in John Perry's office where he can't find him. Yeah. JR, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Anytime, Tom. Thank you very much for having us.
Turkey Testicle Festival, 40th annual next Wednesday in Huntley. Modern Day Romeos go on at 5. Jim is here for Modern Day Romeos. See them there. And then New Year's Eve, Thomas Stino's big ball that we're not eating. New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve. Our New Year's Eve party on Christmas Eve. I don't know why nobody showed up. New Year's Eve, Holiday and Conference Center in Gurney. It will sell out because we're limited by space and the price is ridiculously low. So get tickets. MDR we're going to come up with some crazy stuff.
I concur.
All right. So get your tickets now on the road trips page under the Go tab at 95willrock.com. It is 9:53.
Snow today, high of 34. All right.
We missed
Let's
the
do
Ticket
it.
Tuesday name that ball, but John Perry's will have those tickets. They're not going to go to waste coming up after 10. So more tickets and you don't have to talk about balls or know anything about balls. Log Toss, thanks to Kinnaman Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green. They count the beans. Sign up to win. Log Toss on the road trips, or sorry, the win stuff. I'm just all confused. The studio reeks of ball. On the win stuff page at 95willrock.com. Here we go. Right in it goes. And Tom Tube is proof that I'm a complete and absolute liar. Log Toss, thanks to Kinman Accounting and Tax Service, like cinnamon with a K. Are all the testicles out of the room?
Yeah.
Clear them out. John Perry he will whine for 3 weeks about the smell.
They're in the break room.
Yeah.
They are not labeled.
All right.
I am hoping that somebody thinks it's a fried mushroom.
People gobble them up. All right. Thank you to JR from the Parkside Pub for coming in today. Don't forget next Wednesday's Turkey Testicle Festival. Jim from Modern Day Romeos. You can see those guys at the Turkey Testicle Festival. You can see those guys New Year's Eve with Will Rock and moderndayromeos.com. You got another gig coming? You got a gig this weekend you want to plug?
We're at Impact Fuel Room in Libertyville.
Oh, that's
this
nice.
weekend.
Yeah,
So
good place.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet, dude.
Come
Saturday?
and see us there. That's an awesome venue.
Saturday night?
Oh man, I'm just the singer. It's Friday or Saturday.
One of the nights.
Oh,
will-
you
It's Saturday.
are
It's
so...
Saturday.
I hope he shows
Saturday.
up the wrong
It's
day.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Final
I
answer.
hope he
Saturday.
should.
Saturday. Impact Fuel Room in Libertyville.
Sure
Come
it
see
is.
us.
I'm just the singer. 9:58.
Snow today, high of 34.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Ticket Tuesday, Handsome John Bang and Betty Perry with more chances to win coming up after 10. Tomorrow, we're back bright and early, 5 until 10. Ask an escape artist. That's a thing. We'll have that for you. Have a good day. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station.